doing? How are we doing today? I hope you're doing so freaking well. We are here, we are queer, we are ready to go. Let's party. Dal, congratulations on your 26th timer first. Always an incredible feat. You've spent 8 hours deep in Blender. Goodness gracious. Doing alright? Also queer? What I love to hear. I'm a poet! So, I've been futzing around in this world for a bit, you know, doing enchanting and all the other stuff and things in my botpsits and, mining for iron and doing lots of stuff. Sorry. Don't know what just came over me. Anyway, let's hop over here, shall we? I've got our pride skin on. It is June after all. It's important. No, there isn't, Dal. How dare you? Yeah, I've been busy doing work. We're not fully enchanted up yet. But we do have a fortune pick. We've got a silk touch pick. I don't have a final sword yet. I still want to get looting. And I'm breaking on it, obviously. We've got power 5, flame and infinity on our bow. Still need work to do there. We got our weird broom. Our shovel with just efficiency 5 and on breaking 3. Axe me anything. We've got a silk touch axe, efficiency 5 on breaking. We got boots, which are pretty much everything I need until we have mending going. So we've got fire prot, feather fallen 4, depth strider 3, and on breaking. We got protection 4 on breaking 3 on our pants. Nothing on the chest plate yet. And on our witch's hat, we got protection 4, respiration 3, acro affinity, and on breaking 3. So most of this stuff is pretty good until we get mending. Still got a couple things yet to finalize, but you know, these kinds of skeleton farms are slow. So let's bring over our bones, which I just like organized all the stuff here. But yeah, so we've got bones here, arrows in here, we got complete bows here, we got a smattering of stuff here, and we got like some enchanted bows here, and anything that like overfills these barrels is just gonna get thrown out. But yeah, we'll take our bones over because we do want to use it in our texturing. I want to do a little bit of, I don't even know if exploring is the right word, because it's mostly stuff we've already explored, but I do have some things I want to do today, as well as doing work on the house. So in the meantime, since the last episode, I've hooked up our power properly into the house. I've got the speed up to full value. And I've just hooked up a full speed millstone going on. That's just crushing. I have so much cobblestone from drilling for iron. So we're just crushing that all into gravel that we can then wash into iron. Because I've also added 3 volts. And this is so much iron. And I'd like to do some more stuff around here as well with that. Why is that? Oh, that's right. I put this down here so I can like convert some dirt into mycelium. That's right. I put some boats down because I liked the idea of maybe getting some like pacified pillagers. So what does a vault do? A vault stores a whole lot of items. So this is all the items we currently have in our collection of vaults, although at this point we just have like 1 in here. I think each vault block can contain like 20 stacks. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've also added an extra mixer into our workshop that just has a pump below it that is pumping water into it, because there's a lot of mixing recipes that make use of water. So just having something that's constantly refilling with water is really handy. So we can deposit into the vaults like so, which are just depositing onto the thing. When this fully fills up, then the items will just go on and go into this vault, and then when this one fills up, they'll go on and go into that vault and then that vault. So we've got lots of space. Now we don't have all of the we have individual packages on each of these, so if we ever do request anything from one of these vaults, we're gonna have to come up here and get the packager. So I would like to get a conveyor, like, location system. I'm thinking about maybe having a little shack that we actually access our clerk with. Just because having this on the outside is terrifying. So it'd be nice to at least have the area that we interact with it enclosed, so we're not gonna have like a creeper sneak up on us while we're accessing our storage system. But I've decided, screw pillages. We don't need that in our life. We don't need that. You know what is the perfect mob for our clerks, for our witchwoods? Frogs. And we'll all name them like human person names. So it looks like we've turned like people into toads and make them run all our stuff. Because we will also end up making these frog ports, so it actually works really nicely. So yeah, I want to do that. I want to go get ourselves some frogs today, but also we're heading down this way. I don't know, because I need another sea lantern, folks. I need another sea lantern so we can rebuild that looks like it has light. But so we can rebuild Rolly. Sleep well, Dal. Love your face. So we can rebuild Rolly. So we'll probably head down this way through the ocean and see if we can find some ocean ruins that have some sea lanterns in them. And now we've got better silk touch tools than a golden shovel. So we need so if we want to do frogs, we're gonna need slime. How are we on slime? We're pretty good on slime. You get multiple tadpoles per breed, right? Because realistically, I just need 2 tadpoles at this moment in time. But let's maybe bring like 8. Then we're gonna need some buckets. I've got 2, which should be enough. Leads, I have 2, but that shouldn't matter because we're just gonna grab them in buckets. I think Donk has our boat. Yep. As well as our travel bed. And now we have respiration and stuff. We don't have to worry as much about stuff like that. So I think we're pretty much ready to go, except the fact that I haven't grabbed our packages. There you go. Just glitched out. Okay. And let's fill these with water while we're here. And I think we've got this stuff on us, so we can chop down some mangrove trees and stuff while we're in the area, nice and easily. So we want to head south, which is this way. We've got a bridge over here. All right, Dunk, we're on an adventure. We need to get a sea lantern again so we can revive Rolly from the dead. And I'm gonna want a lily pad again too, because that makes life easier for me. Let's go around this way. And then, yeah, see if we can get some frogs to be our clerks. Ba-na-na-na. Because I think that's just an awesome idea. And, like, we've got the new crafting recipes for name tags as well, so it's not hard to get to name things. Bum ba da 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 na 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 na. Yeah, first task will be acquiring sea lantern, and then we'll move to the frogs. Bum-ba-dum. We're still moving south, right? Yeah. Good. Because, yeah, essentially if we move straight south, we'll hit the ocean. Then we can look around for ocean ruins with sea lanterns. Which is probably going to be easier at night, to be honest. So we can see the glow. I think this bay leads out, yeah. Sorry, Dunk! And I love that you can lead things to boats now, so I don't have to have the lead on me, I can have it attached to the boat. It's great. Because then it means when I get out of my boat, Donk is still gonna be vibing. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. It's been cold today, chat. It's been cold. And I would like to talk to a manager about that, because it's quite frankly not okay. It's quite frankly not okay. But I finally like actually shaved for like the first time in like 3 months, which is nice. My self-care routines have not been great of late. I've just been very tired, but you know, sometimes it's nice to just have done the bare minimum, you know? Where's the sun looking? Over there. It's going down. Okay, so it should be night soon. That's actually good. It means we'll have more, like, drowned to deal with. But it should hopefully be easier to spot ocean ruins. We from that trapdoor, 'cause there's something down there. Thanks for the lurk, Laz. Appreciate ya. Alright, that's... I don't see any light other than the magma blocks. I don't think that's even a ruins. Oh! That's a fork boy! No, fork boy, no! Okay, but it's nighttime, which should make it easier for us to see, ooh, I see a light source. I see a sea lantern. Let's see if we can get, like, a couple of sea lanterns while we're at it this time. Hello, sir. Did I just get forked? Oh my god, there's so many drowned. What the heck? What? Excuse me? What? There's an army! What the heck? That's so many! And there's 2 fork boys by the looks of it. Let's make sure we're eating. It'd be good if I had a shield, but that's okay. Where is fork boy I just stabbed? Here is fork boy I just stabbed. Strafe, strafe, strafe. Gotta pop up for air. Okay. There are so many there's so many drowned, what the heck? Alright, where was the other fork man? He might have despawned. Which is good, if I'll be real. But Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Alright, so let's deal with this veritable horde of drowned so I can have a sea lantern. I did not expect the sheer quantity of drowned that I was presented with. Hydrate, thank you, Eve. Welcome in. How we doing? Thank you for the hydrate. We did put our armor back on, right? Yeah, good, good, good. Eh. So many. On the bright side, we'll be able to get some Nautilus shells out of this, which I don't need at this time, but it's always nice to have for when you do need them. Oh my lord. But how are you, Eve? Hope you're doing well. God, it's nice having a good helmet. Tell you what. Alright. I see some iron. I see a nautilus shell. Any more interesting things? Nope. Well then, let's grab what we came here for. Sea lantern. Now that we have an enchanted pickaxe, we can get ourselves a couple sea lanterns. Beautiful. Are there any... Do I see any more light? Nope. Cool. 2 sea lanterns will do just fine. And hopefully we won't have to rebuild Rolly more than once. Alright, so then we want to head over to here. So let's just set it... Ah! Pick up! Do not touch me, for I have Mort my goal! Sure. I've decided the past tense of met is Mort. Cause yeah. Cause I'm real good at words and stuff, you know? Real good at words and stuff. Everyone's always said this of me. But no, I do hope everyone's doing well, and we're vibing. Hopefully, hopefully getting some frogs and a lily pad is not going to be too much of a journey. I don't know if we just have enough stuff in general to rebuild Rolly, but I knew that was like the rare ingredient I needed for him was a sea lantern. Because I like to make things difficult for myself. But I think we probably have most things. We might need to make some more like frame blocks or something, but I think it's probably fine. Maybe some casings and stuff. I know I need a couple for various things and bobs, but I think we're probably fine. All right, almost at the mangrove. If I could stop just like randomly pressing keys on my keyboard, that would make my life mildly easier, believe it or not. How dare you! This is my boat, you cannot have it! And we'll have to make some kind of like breeding grotto for the frogs. Hello, is that not where the... Oh, it is. I just got to go through the jungle a little bit. Okay. Or I can go around through there. Here we go. Here's mangrove. All right. Donk, you stay here. Stay here with the boat. Don't die. I would be sad to replace you. I did put a lot of work into breeding you up semi-nice. Alright, we gotta find frogs. Ah! I got shot! I've been shot! How dare you touch me, sir! I'm precious. Alright. Okay, 1. Lily pads. Acquired. The main reason I want these is because it makes it easier to place blocks against. such as when you are placing down a minecart contraption such as Rolly. So now we need Frog. Now it's not a massive one, but it's hopefully big enough that we will be able to semi-easily find Frog. We need 2 Frogs. We need 2 Frogs to produce more Frogs. It's my Frog LM, if you will. We get 2 frogs, who then find 2 more frogs each. Ooh, pandas. Skeleton! I'm busy! I'm frog hunting! Now, like, I probably should put hitboxes on, and I probably will, but I want to, like, at least do a bit of a scout without it. It does feel a little bit immersion breaking to just be like, I'm gonna turn on hitboxes to find a mob. But also, finding mobs can be really annoying, especially in something like a mangrove forest. And we may need to, like, clear some trees to make life a little easier for us. And I'm always happy to have more root and mangrove blocks, so we'll see. Haven't seen any yet. Let's see, Fosh and stuff. I feel like we don't have a good sign happening, so let's start by throwing on hitboxes now. So we can see a little bit easier. Because we haven't found another swamp or mangrove swamp at this point. So this is our only option for frogs. What are you? You're a drowned. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Fishy, fishy, fishy. I want to eat you, little fishy. And I don't want a free cam look for frogs just yet. Although I might. This isn't looking particularly promising. Let's get rid of that temporary waypoint. What is that? I don't know, but it's not a frog. It is a random stick. Cool. This is potentially a bad idea, just because, we might get murdered-ficated, but it's really hard to search these biomes. And I want to know if I'm wasting my time. Oh, flesh. What? There's a parrot in here? Cool. I think we might be having some bad luck, folks. Now, when did they remove spawn chunks? Because I'm in 121.1. I do have vanilla backport on, but I don't think they'd have done changes like that. Because we could just, you know, chop trees and clear out space and hope we can get some frogs to spawn. And kill some really stuff in adjacent areas, but...
Ooh, okay.
Hey, Pyfro! Welcome in, I'm looking for frogs. And it's not looking promising. Listen, I really assumed I would find some frogs in this mangrove swamp. Bum ba da 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 da. Well, we might as well just collect some trees while we're here, but we might end up having to, we might have to find another swamp or mangrove swamp in order to find frogs. Which is sad. But, you know, is what it is. We'll have to be happy with, like, pillagers. Not that I have any pacified pillagers yet, but we'll have to be satisfied with that. Right now, I'm actually kind of more interested in getting these than I am mangrove right now. Because I've got an alright amount of mangrove, but I would like a bit more in the way of roots. Yeah, that's probably good. Alright. Let's head back to Donk and let's head back to base. Because I don't think we're going to get frogs. And I don't think, as of this version, that spawn chunks don't exist anymore. Which means we'd need to passive mob proof our spawn chunks in order to be able to get frogs to spawn here. Alright, Dunk, we're heading home. We're heading down the Atlanta highway. Looking for a love getaway. Looking for love, get away. If we built something like on this island, then we would know, like we could just like follow the coastline until we found there, and then we're pretty much north. But we have sea lanterns, which is equally important to me as getting frogs. It'd be cool to, like, I'd like to get a black cat too, but just really go in with the witch vibes, but this is fine. See, I don't think we've got lots of jungle over here still, lots of hot biomes. No other mangrove or swamp though. Because I'm pretty sure they spawn in swamps too, right? It's not just mangroves that you can get frogs in. I think so. I hope so. Although I don't know. I feel like I've based in swamps before post 119 and not seen frogs, but I also wasn't paying attention to it, so who knows really. Oh well. Let's go, Donk. You, me, and the Glitterbeard. That is just so freaking vibrant. It hurts to look at. It's perfect. Happy Pride. Alright, but we'll potentially... I'm probably not going to rebuild Rolly today, but it's nice to have that in there, and I'll probably just do that like in between streams. Rebuilding Rolly. But I would like to do some more work on our storage stuff today. And we're not going to add any more vaults right now, but I wouldn't mind adding another one or two to the system. Just, if anything, less for the storage and more for, like, build interest. But they're a lot of iron. Each vault is... like 165 iron or something like that. $180, $162, I think. So it's a lot of iron. Plus it's also 81 barrels, which is kind of annoying too. But yeah, I reckon it'd be cool to, like, even if we just build, like, statues, like a statue or something here, like at the entrance to this rhythm mouth and, like, here, so we know when we get to either of these points that these will funnel in towards where our base is. Footy, hello, hello, thank you for the hydrate. But either way, that's a later problem. Jalapeno, welcome in. I hope you're doing so freaking well. Thank you very much for the follow. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well today. We have had a mission that was half successful. Half success. We were able to get sea lanterns again from an ocean ruins and fight a veritable horde of... My lead! A veritable horde of drowned in the process. But we weren't able to get any frogs in the mangrove swamp, which means we're gonna have to find another one, which I don't want to do today. All right, so we're in this tiny one here. We still want to head up that way. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I was hoping to get some frogs because I think they'd be really good to be our clerks and stuff for our vaults and storage things in the Witchwoods. But, you know, we have a sheep for now and that'll do. Until we get that going, we might end up putting like a chicken in just so it's about the same size. So we can design the kind of shack thing. Because, yeah, I would like to move towards... now that we've figured out how the storage system works a bit better with Create, it'd be nice to hook it up a little bit nicer. Try and figure out the, like, package delivery frog port thing. So we can request... items from our crop farm. From that vault. Which is well and truly full, by the way. So we also need to add on-off switches to the crop farms, because we don't have them currently, and that is a problem. Until we go to the Nether, which I don't want to do until we've finished our starter house. Until we go to the Nether, we won't have access to... Wouldn't be creative enough for Create. You don't need to be too creative for Create. Krish, welcome in. Hope you're well. I've got a bridge somewhere, right? Over here? Yeah. Like, I'm trying to do things in a creative and fun way, but, like, just the Create way of doing things is plenty fun. And cool. Alright. Donk there. Bed and boat. Everything else into the vault. Still sad we weren't able to get Alyssa, hello lovely. Caught alive means I should be in bed, pretty much. I mean, I actually went live at like around my normal time today of what I do when I have a schedule. Whereas sometimes it's like, I'm going live at 1 p.m., 11 a.m. Today was 4 p.m., roughly 4-ish. Okay, so. This is really bad positioning on my part, because I want to work up here now. I don't have a Silk Touch shovel. It's a good thing only one thing, nothing has actually progressed, so we can just move this. And we'll probably move it to inside the house for now, because we're not going to do any interior just yet. I fell. Okay. We definitely lost some dirt, because I think I had a full stack of dirt there. So let's do this. But I hope you're doing well. I hope your Fortnite stream went well. I was lurking. Not Fortnite, you're playing Overwatch. No. Let's make sure we can actually get into this room. And that. And we'll just throw a bunch of torches on to encourage the spread. And this is just to like, so I can have more stuff to play with for the garden bed and using mycelium around. Just, it's nice to have. Okay, so. First things first, we need to consolidate all the packages from these vaults into one spot. And I think we can make another packager that receives the packages and output and like opens them into a barrel or a double chest. So let's just have a check on that. I made some cardboard. So if I want to make another packager, we'll just go with one for right now. Packager. Boom. And we'll grab like a double chest. So we can make a packager. So if we do this with a packager facing into it maybe, and then I grab maybe another chest. For right now, let's grab another chest. And do I have any spare chutes? I do. So if we do something like this, and we just get a package for, let's say, a stack of cobble deep slate. And if I put this in here, is that going to... It does, it opened it into here. Okay, that's cool. So what we can do is we can move this packager up here. All right, so first I guess we need to then decide where we want to have our little access storage building now. Let's grab you, break these. Now we've kind of figured that out. So I feel like if we were to put it here, right, it would feel a bit much. I'd like to interact with it on the ground level, and I do kind of think I want to have maybe another vault like here and another one coming out, overhanging over the top a little bit. So maybe we have that one overhanging out here, and that can kind of act as part of like the cap in. Less for the sake of extra storage, which it's always nice to have extra storage, but more for the sake of verticality. So if we aim for, let's Let's just do layout in this right now, right? Oh, and I cut back this part of the hill a bit so it felt a bit more natural. But that does mean we've got a little bit less space to work here. Although I suppose we could get rid of all of this for right now. And actually have our interaction thing be like here. Right? So like... So something like this as our like little shack building that could be attached for our storage. I think that's not a bad idea. Does mean all this needs to be relocated, but that's okay. This was all just temporary anyway to test stuff. And so we can easily move this guy to here. So we only have one line. We do have a power line under here that we can grab and bring over. So let's maybe start with that. I'm going to do this and that. We'll actually bring it one further over. Nope. And put you there, right? But remind when it comes to Minecraft, I mean, once again, we are talking modded. We are talking heavily modded here. So, yeah. So yeah, first up now, let's work on changing the power from here into this line over here and hooking it up probably right here. So we'll need to extend this a little. Do I have any belts? I do. Let's grab that quickly. Because yeah, we're gonna need to extend that by one. So that we can connect it into the house. So let's head under here then. I think I want to go down one more to hook in nicely over there. So let's do this. So right now I've only added one extra water wheel, and that's a smaller one, and that's just to actually increase the speed of the system, by essentially using a smaller one as part of the network to gear up the system to be twice the speed, because these run at half the speed to a normal one. But right now we are just mainly using them for power. We will obviously need to hook more power in over time. Okay. So let's just like get ourselves better access at this moment in time. Just so we can see better. And I'll get rid of this line that I just carved because I was at the wrong floor level. And, you know, we are definitely going to end up with better power routing systems and better power for the house, but for right now, this works. Okay, so I'm probably going to need another gearbox here. So probably need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 gearboxes and a bunch of shafts at this moment in time. Okay, gearbox. I have 1. I can craft 2 of them at the moment. How am I on cogs? Can I make more cogs? Okay, let's start with... Honestly, can I just make a stack of cogs? No, that's the most I can make of cogs. How am I on casings? Not well. How about strip wood? Not great. But I should have a ton of these, so let's do that. Shaft, alloy. Don't have a lot. So andesite. And iron. Oops. 7 of those. Let's nap quickly. Oh, finally getting some, we're getting some mycelium growth. Delicious, what I love to see. Okay. Let's chuck these in to turn into alloy. Gonna craft some more shafts. Milo, hello lovely, how we doing? Okay, I want that. Let's get some log stripping in the meantime as well. Let's clean out my inventory a smidge. All right. And then I definitely want to process another stack of andesite alloy. Have one last exam test tomorrow, then I'm free. Let's go. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear. Can we get some love in the chat, please, for the wonderful Just Alyssa? Just Alyssa has kind of become one of my favorite kind of cozy vibe streamers at the moment. I really enjoy getting to hang out in, when I get to hang out in Alyssa's chat. Just a really good vibe. She seems like a really good person, and I'm really proud of you for how far you've come so quickly with streaming. And I'm excited to see how far you'll go. Alright. So I think we're probably going to overhang, I want to say here. Say at least by 3. Like that. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then that could be butting up against like a 1 here. That could even be up against the wall like that. Pets for Maurice? We can do that, Milo. Absolutely. Well, you're very welcome, Melissa. They're all true. I genuinely really enjoy hanging out in your chat, and you've made a great space so far. Wah! Maurice, thanks you for the service, Milo. But yeah, I feel like that's what we're going to be looking at. And then we can have, like, this one being supported by the shack, and then having, like, a pillar support thing here. Oh, I did your pets, Milo. I don't think I've got any frame delay. Okay, give me that. We'll swap back the knife. Oh, it probably misses your... Right, no, of course. Of course he does. Misses all of y'all giving him attention. Because that's just the kind of octo that he is. Alright, let's just make ourselves a stack of casings. Alright, do you pick them all up? Alright. Which means now I can make some gearboxes. Not that way. This way. I want to say, let's go with 5 for right now. Because, yeah, we need a vertical gearbox. And, yeah, I do think I want to go this way. Into another vertical here. And then we will have a gearbox here. No. Here. And here. Alright. So now we get rid of... Oops. It's been so long since I was in chat because your stream falls when I'm at school, barely in the school holidays. I mean, that's fair. I'm in what I refer to as a burnout break at the moment. Is that going the right way? It is going the right way. Beautiful. What I love to see. Okay, now we can grab a casing and do that. And then fill in here. Okay, and then all of this temporary stuff can go. Because that was just so we could power what we needed to have the system running initially. How are things? They're doing all right. Things have been a bit stressful and tiring of late, but we are surviving. Things are settling down. I mean, I feel like I say that all the time, that things are settling down, and then they stop settling down. But, you know, a man can dream. Okay.
Goodbye,
goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
'Cause now it's
time to go. Alright, but now if we bring this over by 1. Must sleep now? That's very fair. I appreciate you, Alyssa. Thanks for coming in. Then... can I get another chute? Because at least right now we want to be working in chutes as opposed to funnels, because a andesite funnel, which is the only type of funnel we can make right now, can only output 1 at a time. It can input a whole stack at a time, but I don't want to... So we need to be working in chutes. So I guess let's just put a double chest down. At least for right now. We can remodel that a little bit later. But we do want a way to get things into the system. So now we can put stuff in there and they'll go into the system. And, you know, we'll have to either... And look, we also can... we'll make the decision as well on, like, these 2 vaults here might not even be functional. We might not hook them up. But if we do, we're going to have to figure out how we route all this stuff again. But I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly, folks, and fill up my water bottle. In the meantime, I'm going to run some ads so we can keep pre-rolls off the next hour. It's a great time for you guys to... this build reminds me of the Sky Island. Nice. But yes. What? Why is there a skeleton in my house? Who let you be here? Who let you in? There's no dark spots. Maybe there is. Oh. Well. Well then. Anyway, we're running some ads. Have a glass of water, have a bite to eat, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. Do you ever, like, do something for the sake of laziness? And it's like, this is either going to be average or bad as a result. So I've just made a tea. And I had a tea earlier today. And the used tea leaves were still in my diffuser. And I was like, you can reuse a tea bag. Maybe not after a few hours. Yeah! How we doing, Jaxie Flaxie? Hope you're doing well. So I'm just reusing it. Currently, it does just seem like it's water with some milk in it. So hopefully, as it steeps, it will become tea. But it was a lazy decision. And it full well might end up with a really bad cup of tea. But I will commit. You're swaggin'? Love to hear it. Swag-a-laggin'. Is it nighttime? Nope. We are in our create world, playing around with our storage stuff. So now we can actually deposit our items again. Let's do that. Okay. So now we need to hook up all the packages. So we've got 2 here. We can easily get 1 here. For that one, we can easily have 1 here. For this one here. And then we need 1 here. Okay, so we know we're going to want to move that one up, presumably. And there's part of me now that it's like, instead of making those other 2 actual vaults, we could make them look like shipping containers and be able to run conveyors inside them, but also So I'm thinking if we move our packages, right? In one. So if we have them like here, here, and we can have this one here, right? Then we can have them deposit onto a thingawatsy heading this way. Which I think we can have running here, and that will be fine. So, if we get... Well, let's... Are you still attuned? Make sure we're tuned to this network, so we can put that there. Nikki, hello, how we doing? Make sure we're all tuned into the same network still. To there. Now are you still attuned? Yes, good. One and only Spengler Tallulah or Nikki. Oh my! Hope you're doing well, Nikki. Hope you're doing good. Now that we've played around with the storage a bit more with this mod, we're starting to kind of finalize and figure out how we want to set up our storage area. Eva the Furry, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay. So now those are hooked up. So we want some shafts. Gearboxes. Funnels. I can only make that. Well, how about we just increase the amount of dried kelp, because I probably have more alloy on me. That's right. The packages are up here now. Feels like I haven't seen you since the Manhattan Cross Rip of 84. It's been about 2 weeks. Let's grab iron again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a U, as well as some andesite. Keep building up our, oh no. Let's grab some belts while we're here. We will have this being sent over to us soon. It's okay. But right now it kind of sucks. Okay. Still earning points to get the custom walk on? Heck yeah. I believe in you. You and that. Making up more. Okay, so now let's craft another couple. That'll do. Okay, so we can have shaft here to a shaft here. At least for right now, this is gonna have to move. That's okay for the moment. Unless we pull it out still and send it this way. But that feels kind of weird. But not like a big problem weird. What if we do that? Send it around here? To like that. Then like this. You nearly called me Pi? I mean, that's almost like calling me Dad. And then we could have a block here. And then have a chute into the packager thing. That's then sending it into the chest here. I think that would kind of work. Figuring out how to like hook this all up, we'll figure out. But let's grab all our belts then. Never call him. It's very rude. Alright, so one here to here, then here to here, and then here to there, right? Alright, I'm gonna say my tea is still looking extremely not tea. Look, it's not the worst cup of tea, but it's certainly milk. Been in Aussie for a year now, let's go. Alright. Been in 3 states, including New South Wales where I live. Nice, nice. I've been, Northern Territory is the only, like, state/territory, major state/territory I haven't been to. But I've also lived here for 32 years. Okay. Okay. How do I do this without breaking my house or my vaults? Making skim milk. You're not wrong. Okay, what if instead? Ah! Oh, that's not good. But I didn't just break anything. Instead. No, this is going to have to move. No ifs, ands, or buts. So let's move this over to like here. Like that. Want to know the silly? Absolutely. Tell me more. And then we can do this. Down to here, maybe. Even to here. There. Then we would have chute into packager into double chests. Slash is not here. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, Pie. Because people who aren't here definitely don't respond. That would be crazy. Okay. I have scaffolding. Let's just frickin' use it like a normal human being. Instead of trying to parkour literally everything. Let's also just set these belts up to make my life marginally easier. Okay, so we would have a chute here. I think it can still pull through a chute If there's a shaft there, I think that should be fine. Into a double chest here. With that. And then we just need to make sure there's a block in the way so it doesn't spill over. So now, let's start by getting that one spinning. Which should be going the right way. Yep, cool. Okay, so now we're probably gonna need to get from here. Actually, probably there instead. There. You vertical gearbox and a gearbox. So if we have a gearbox here and a vertical gearbox here. Aha! Beautiful. So now we should be able to okay, so this has to move. That's fine. Packager here. Stock link there. Attached here. And then that there. Pulling out onto here. Pulling out onto here. Okay, so if this is working properly, if I request something, it should end up unpacked and in this chest. So let's do just a stack of cobalt deep slate again. Oh-ho! So this is input. This is output, this is input. For right now, that's really good. And then in order to hook up to our vault over here, all we really need to do is make it connect into this line, essentially. Which we can do with frog ports and stuff, I think. So it deposits onto here, which will then unpack into the same chest. But that's really cool. And yeah, we'll have to figure out how to route the items again. Later, which we might end up having to route everything going from like here and then to here and then around and then up and then through to grab here if we get both of these hooked up as actual vaults, but that's okay. So, what we need now is, let's... Anyone know why, like, these seem to, like, just aren't something that you can like move with other contraption stuff. It feels weird that the schematic table is its own thing, but that's fine. Oh no! Okay. This is cool though. All right. So let's clear out the inside space in here. We're probably going to walk... well, we'll have a pillar here, so we might come in here, but I'm not sure. Or we have some kind of stairs and come in here is probably a better option. So I'm thinking let's probably put this guy here. And honestly, because I want it to be a frog, I think I might want him on like a table. So for right now, let's just put a block down. We'll just do you for right now. We need another seat. I mean, I guess we don't. If I just grab a lead. Then can I get you? No. Oh, but I think I can just break the seat, right? Okay, that's fine. So if we put this here, grab you again, Mr. Sheep. We will want to make this a frog. Put you there. Then we grab our stock ticker. We make sure that he's attuned to the network. And let's put this here. Okay. And like later we'll probably try and get a lot of this stuff underground and shoot into the chests with this can even be behind him, but I don't mind too much. Can even because we can shoot air through through chutes to have it move the items upwards, so we can have it all drop the items downwards if we need, and just do everything from underneath the vaults. Isn't a bad option. Alright. And I think we'll keep this item hatch here, but I don't think it's like super needed in my life. And yeah, so I want to make this kind of wooden shacky. So let's just get ourselves some like spruce and stuff, at least to start with. We can figure out more shape-wise and textures and everything, but let's just start with grabbing... and we'll just do planks for right now. Spruce, grab some of you, grab some of you, grab some of you. Awesome. Love this. Quinn! Bum-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome in, Raiders! How we doing? How we doing? How was your stream? You were doing oxygen not included, right, Oni? I was lurking earlier. Hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't kill too many of your peeps. Which, from what I know of that game, is you probably did. I have a very bad cup of tea. I've essentially made hot skim milk, I think. Because I just reused the tea bags that were in my the tea that was in my diffuser from earlier today. Infuser? Infuser. And it seems to have not had any tea left in it. So it's really just hot water with some milk. And like a tiny skerrick of flavor. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're doing well. Folks, if you're not following Quinlan, do keep in mind they are a mature rated streamer. They are not PG. But she's amazing. She's really fun. I really enjoy hanging over there. She is predominantly a Minecraft streamer, predominantly modded Minecraft, but she does do variety games. She's been playing Paralives lately, a lot of Oni, and I've been seeing you play something else. I've forgotten. My life doesn't exist in general. I have no passage of anything. But I hope you're all doing well. For folks who don't know me, my name is Sir Laughlot. All my friends call me Laughy. I'm a polyamorous, neurodivergent, and biromantic Minecraft streamer. And this is Maurice. Maurice is the patron saint of the channel. He looks over us. He hopes you're well. If you're ever having a bad day, feel like nobody cares, Maurice cares. He's always in your corner, and you are always in his thoughts. I think I have like a 7-stream streak with you at the moment, which is awesome, because I never have stream streaks. But yeah, we're playing the block game. We're playing Create. We've been playing in this world for a little bit. We're working on our starter house, but we're working on Terraria and Date Everything. Yes, I've seen you play Date Everything quite a bit recently. But we've been working on, now that we've figured out how the storage system of Create works a bit better, we're like actually kind of got it working nicer for us. So we've been hooking up various conveyor belts and the whatnot and funnels so that we can request things with this sheep. And it'll all get sent into this chest for us. And then anything we want to put back goes in there. So now it's time to do a little bit of prettification. So I definitely want to bring this wall at least up to here. At least to there, so that we can have the other vault or shipping container resting on this wall. And then I want to have like a pillar holding this one up. Yeah, Footy, welcome in, how are you doing? So we're just going to start with just throwing in some basic shapes of spruce, I reckon. But we're going for like a witch... Woods, magic punk style. Like kind of thing of like you'd run into like spooky witches in the woods that will throw you in an oven, but they're also doing really wonky steampunky magic stuff. Is the vibe I'm going for currently. I think let's bring this up a bit so the roof line is gonna do like this. If that makes sense. Just away as you're hungry, I'll be in the showers, or in the showers? In the shadows. No, thank you very much. I really appreciate you bringing your people here, and I hope you you look after yourself. I know it's fairly late for you in the land of Canada. I think, yeah, we do something like that. So then we would have... This would be where it meets up to. That's fine. Because, yeah, I think I like the idea of it all going up to that 1 point as opposed to it being 2 points. That feels interesting to me. Cauldron power. About Cauldron Collider. Alright. And we want to make this guy a frog. But for now, we've got some rough pillars in. Let's get some rough plankage in. And yeah, we just want to make sure we've got an enclosed space to stand in while we're doing stuff with our storage. Let's dig out this. Hello, Mr. Sheepy Man. Oops. Yo, McDaddy. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Welcome in, Raiders. I mean, I don't think it's a double raid, but it's essentially a double raid. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, McDaddy. Hope you're doing well. You were playing hardcore today, right? I popped in for a little bit earlier. Hope you're doing well. How's your stream? Tell me more. Tell me more. Nordic Girly, welcome in. Octo, welcome in. The wonderful Jen. Baby Ruth, hello. Kay, hello, hello, hello. Fatty, you're not PG, right? You're like kind of M-ish between like PG and adult, if I remember correctly. Taro, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yes, welcome in. Folks who don't know me, my name is Sir Laughlot. All my friends call me Laughy. I'm a polyamorous, neurodivergent, and a biromantic Minecraft streamer, and this here is Maurice. Maurice is the patron saint of the channel. He looks over us. He hopes you're well. If you're ever having a bad day, you feel like nobody cares, Maurice cares. He's always in your corner. You are always in his thoughts. We're playing the block game today. And yes, Fatty McDaddy is an awesome hardcore streamer. Super, super awesome. Streamer's good. Build a moss farm, duck cook farm, family friendly-ish. Yeah, so do keep that in mind, folks. Absolutely a streamer worth checking out, but isn't necessarily perfectly family friendly. But then again, neither am I. I describe myself as PG. I want to maybe do like that-ish. Maybe even come up one more. Maybe even another one. Yes, we're playing in a create mod world at the moment. And we've spent a little bit of time figuring out how the storage system works with create. So now we're like working on making... and we've just got it working a lot more functional than we had it. So now we're making a little building for us to interact with our storage so that we don't get blown up by creepers because it's out in the open at the moment. Pets for Maurice, we can do that. Octogen, let's go. Ah! We're going for a like spooky witch in the woods with like a magic punk kind of aesthetic. Ah! Is the vibe we're going for. Maurice, thank you for the service, Jen. Hope you are doing so well. Alright, so then, yeah, let's do you. And we're just really roughing stuff in to start with. I want to have another vault or just a shipping container or something looking thing up here being supported by this building as well as another pillar. And I like the idea of everything coming up to this point up here. Something like that. Kind of weird roundy shape. So I want it to be like a wooden shack. Do we go for a deep slate roof? Magic Punk sounds cool. Never heard that one before, but I get what you mean. I mean, I don't know. The thing with like the punk theme is you can put any word before it. And it might not exist as a genre, but there's a chance it does. All that matters is you get the evocative nature. So, I don't know, it feels like kind of big. Yeah, OG. Yeah, McDaddy rated me. He rates me from time to time. I've known McDaddy since he had kind of only just started doing Minecraft streaming. Like when he had just kind of moved on from Fortnite. Do I like this? It feels like it's really... I mean, I think it's hard to tell without framing this in a bit more. Haven't seen you on in a bit? Yeah, I'm very much in a burnout break at the moment, but... So I'm just streaming whenever I feel like it. Which last time I streamed was like 2 weeks ago. Sometimes I'll stream a couple times in a week. And so if we do that, and then we have another one like here. And I want to get some kind of like wooden rickety platforms and scaffolding and stuff set up around all this as well. Just make it feel like they've put like a bunch of shipping containers down next to the house and they're using scaffolding and stuff to like interact with it all. Okay, does this feel more in scale now? Feels like a really big shack. I think it's gonna be alright. I think it's alright. I think it's gonna be okay. Let's just do that for right now. Back to Laughy or good friend. Roof. Do we go... I don't know if I feel like I kind of want to stick to wood, but I don't know if that's a good option. Because there's dark oak for a darker thing. We could do like mangrove logs. Or stripped dark oak's not a bad shout. Because we can put the oaks into... Like we can put blocks into stairs and slab blocks and stuff, so... Let's try stripped dark oak. for a roof. Because it's not quite as strong contrast as regular dark oak. So if we grab some copycat. Do I have any stairs? I got some vertical stairs. Not a lot, so let's grab some zinc. Love the spinning axes. They're pretty good. They're pretty great. Let's just grab some zinc in my life. Okay, so let's grab ourselves like 16 of these for right now, and then maybe just slabs. For the moment. But yeah, this is a slicer. It's generally meant to use for like Farmer's Delight stuff, but you can also strip logs with it, which is handy. Okay, well let's put you in my offhand, put you in my main hand, grab scaffolding. So if we do... thinking like that. Something like this. Does that feel alright? For a roof. I think this just needs a bit more shape to it, is part of my problem. Although, like, this is, like, part of the shape. Like, this is, like, connecting into this, which is connecting into this. We'll have more things. And so, I don't know. I actually think, let's just make this way simpler. I certainly, I do want to keep that on me. I can go there. Let's get rid of the redstone components that I don't need anymore. And put the knife back. And let's just make like a kind of squarish roof. This is just an auxiliary little detail. I think we potentially bring this up another block here. Something like this. Like that. You need to have a block there. So things can't overflow. Although I think I don't actually mind that, because then if things can't go in there, then the extra packages will just fly off, and I think that's kind of funny, actually. And I do think I like... having a little bit of a lip there. And I think I do like the dark oak. Yeah, so zinc, we'll just do more slabs. I find placement with these things an absolute pain. Okay. And yeah, I do think we do patches of regular, unstripped, like that. But then everything else like this. Okay, let's grab that. Something like that. Then we'll grab a U and a that. To make that shape a little nicer. I'm not loving it so far. And you know what? We don't have to. The thing is with like doing builds, you don't have to like be like, wow, this is great. I love this. This is awesome. You can just be like, this is going to do for now, and I'm going to sit with it. And when I figure out how to make it better, I'll make it better. Because we also like have more auxiliary stuff to add in here that will help hopefully blend everything together nicely. So let's, I think... absolutely want some coarse dirt and dirt. To bring out a bit. Something like that. And yeah, we'll just like we did in here, we're just gonna make this all coarse dirt and stuff. I think that works fine. But we definitely want a door on this. I think I have rooted dirt as well now. No, I do not. And let's move these over a little. So we can have like you here. Nope. A U on there, an anvil like there. That'll do for the moment. What's my brightness on? Well, I mean, it's roughly normal, but I still like it to be on 50. Then we'll just grab a lantern for now. Look, I don't love this build at this moment in time. And obviously we need to do texturing and add more details and stuff, but I think I'm actually going to leave that like that for right now. We do need a door. Nope. Let's go with jungle door. And like at the end of the day as well, I would like to be able to do more with the technicals as well, but we just don't have like until we go to the Nether and join the Brass Age, there's just less we can do. And that's okay for right now. The big thing that's important is we can now access our storage without getting blown up by creepers. Let's maybe add a little like window-ish thing in. Out of those in there, that's fair. If we grab, I reckon just doing some roots, right? Will be plenty for right now. Oh god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's kind of funny though. It's kind of funny how bad it is. This is something I'm going to be tinkering with off stream. Because I don't think my creative energy is there right now. Casing. I do want this sheep to be a frog, But I couldn't find any at our local mangrove swamp. There we go. It's plugged up nicer. We don't want a casing this one, I believe. Because it'll stop the chute from pulling out. Yeah. Oh god, it ain't good. It ain't good. Yeah, it ain't good. But I don't care that much right now. I'm glad we have the functionality. And that's all that matters. Like, it's really nice that it automatically unpackages the stuff for us. We don't have to do that anymore. We have 4 vaults now that we're putting into and taking out of automatically. It's in its own little shack building now. As awful as it is. I don't know, let's maybe just do this so it at least feels like there's gonna be something there. It's a bit like a Picasso face, you are not wrong. It is screaming for help. Like, for help. And none is coming. Hey Ash, how we doing? Don't go sound but lurking. Yeah, I think we might call it here at this true monstrosity we've created, I think. This true monstrosity. I do want to learn about the Frogport stuff. So we can make requests from this vault. And then we can get rid of this whole system that we have. So we can make requests from this vault and have it sent over there as well. Yeah, I hate this currently, so... The important thing is we figured out all the concepts together on camera. So anything that I play around with and tweak and figure out isn't too big of a stretch. But no, I really don't like pretty much anything we've done. Yeah. No idea. Oh well. Things are working. How is my like crushing stuff going? That's full. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go wash all this for iron quickly. It's why I set that thing up in there so that I can just do this. Because cobblestone turns into gravel, which turns into a very small quantity of iron, and we are using so much iron to make these vaults. And while to get all the iron for the vaults I did drilling, to not have to go do that immediately again, it is nice to just kind of supplement our income by crushing all the cobblestone we have in our system from drilling. Oops. nap. Alright. So we just wait for it to spit everything out, pick everything up, then we convert all the nuggets into ingots and throw it into the system, and probably get rid of the flint, because we're gonna have stacks of flint. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. There we go. Yeah, so that was for a full double chest of cobblestone. We didn't get a stack of ingots. But it's doing me better than sitting in the vault doing nothing, so. I need an item disposal system. But you know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this is too far out from the house. To like feel balanced. I feel like this needs to be tall, so this stuff can be in the middle range. Like maybe we have another tower here instead of a shack. Might feel okay. And then if we had a tower here, then we could have like a windmill thing on top. Maybe. I'll think about it. I put in ladders because I keep falling in here by accident. And I'm just doing that because I like the hay bales that rice comes, and I don't actually get them from the crop farms. We didn't fix the crop farms today to have an off switch. I'll do that in between streams probably. But let's wrap up here because I want to go snuggle because it's cold. I think it's been an alright stream. We managed to get some sea lanterns again. We did journey out to the mangrove swamp, but weren't able to find any frogs. So we're gonna have to do more journeying to find other swamps and mangrove swamps to try and get some frogs, because I would like some toads around the place in our witchwoods. We got the storage system working nicer, but I think I still want to redo a lot of it. I don't know. We'll see. I still don't fully know what I'm doing with a lot of create stuff. We're very much just figuring stuff out, but it's good for us to figure stuff out on camera, and then I can just tweak and play around and stuff off camera, and then again on camera as we do more fixes stuff. You know, it's a fun little thing. Let us see where I'm going to throw you beautiful people. It's Mellop, welcome. I hope you're doing well. We are just about to raid out, unfortunately. Honest, folks, I'm honestly just kind of crashing out. So I think I'm actually gonna not raid out tonight, unfortunately. I do apologize, but I'm just crashing. And I want to leave my computer and not think. 3 years, 2 days, let's go! Let's go, Millet. So I will actually see you guys when I see you. I have mentioned before, but I am on a burnout break at the moment, which means I am streaming purely when I feel like doing it. No matter what time it is, no matter what day it is. At the moment, it's generally create stuff that I'm having fun on this world, but I'm generally only streaming when I feel inspired to do so, and inspired to work on something with you guys. So I will see you guys when I see you. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and until I see you all again, look after yourselves.